this year.
That's a good number.
Yeah, it's a big one.
I love your jacket.
And we go together.
We do.
Like shamalama ding dong. We go together.
Say like peanut butter and jelly, but we could go with that one as well.
You're too young to remember Laverne and Shirley, I think.
No, I don't. Remember when they used to do Coke and milk together?
Yes.
And then I tried it. I was like, oh, they're drinking. It's awful. Don't do that. Exclusive and new. I thought those girls drink it.
But they should do this.
Okay, exclusive and new. I think you only did one presentation with Lynn
Yeah,
on this.
just a few minutes.
So you're gonna pick your tone in a gold tone or a silver tone. They're these beautiful C hoop design, but the texture on these are so incredible. These are a weekly deal drop. So that first one is the one that we're calling the Panther.
Right.
Now we're looking at it in the texture that we're calling the snake. You see how you're picking silver tone or gold tone. And then the last one is what we call the high polished. This is a $70 set of Bellezza hoop earrings this week only for $49.98. I'm wearing them. I've been wearing them the last 2 hours that are in here. This texture, so nice. Like no matter which one you're going with.
You know, you gotta love the Italians because they do things better than anybody. They really do. Our earrings are voted by you all as the best earrings on the planet. I have been told by hundreds of you, you will never wear another earring except ours. And I want to tell you why. Number one, we start with pure Italian bronze. And that's the metal of sculptures. And bronze is a strong metal. It's stronger than gold, stronger than silver, way stronger. And because of that, we can use less metal to make a light earring, an earring that weighs absolutely nothing. So it's an earlift for your ear. And I'm holding it backwards because I want you to see the clutch. Even though it's a lightweight earring, look how large that clutch is. Easy to grab, even with nails, even if you have dexterity issues, and will snuggle that earring right up against your ear so comfortably, you could nap in it, chat on the phone, fall asleep while you're chatting on the phone, you won't even feel it. Look at the gorgeous texture. Now, this is the high polish, has that gorgeous rib design down the front. I know the designer, Juliana, who made this, and her sister, Annalisa, who runs the company. There is so much love and so much pride in this jewelry made for you in the nestle of Vicenza, Italy. And if you haven't had an Italian earring, you just haven't lived. You don't even know. Because the other thing they do, right back here, they worry about the length and width of the post. And they do that because that affects how the earring sits. It affects the comfort. The Italians can talk about a detail like that for a week. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so bored. But, you know, actually, I have to say, I was just in Vicenza and been working on my Italian, trying to get fluent. And for the first time ever at the Gold Show, I got to have the Italians describe their designs to me all in Italian. And it was so much prettier.
Oh, yeah.
It was like just so floral and so gorgeous. I was like, wow, this really is a pretty language.
You were like, tell me more about the post.
Tell me more about that post. So there Andessa has on the high polish. Look how beautiful they are. You see how there's no tug, no pull on her ear, and all that great shine, the sparkle. You can see our entire studio in those. The polish is so amazing. That's what we do so well because we work in Italy with pure Italian bronze. We plate it with gold and the posts are always sterling silver, so there's nothing wonky touching your ears. Voted time and time again the best earrings on the planet.
These are like designer inspired. Like if you look at these kind of like other places, more expensive, much different price tag that I cannot afford.
Listen, it's one of the things we do. We don't bring fashion to you. We bring classic luxury styles that you typically see in high-end designer stores. And we're always, you know, right there where the designers are, but we're not there with their prices. If you went to one of my favorite designers right now and bought a similar earring in sterling silver, it's $1,200.
Yes.
And that's just outrageous, yet people get in line because they're so good. Well, they're also made in Italy.
Touch this one.
Yeah, touch it. It's cool.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that texture. So this is the one that we're calling the snake.
Right, or in Italian, serpente. And
oh, it does sound prettier.
right, the snake. No, serpente.
And that was the panther?
That's the panther that you have there, right? And I love the fact that the high polish and the panther really present like a real gorgeous sparkle and glow.
Yeah.
And the snake is a little bit more subdued. It's a little softer, more like candlelight. So there's a reason to have, you know, more than one pair.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, when I was saying, if you are just new to shopping at HSN, or you're like, what is a weekly deal drop? We take the price of something, we take it down from Sunday to Sunday. It expires once the week is done. Next Monday, we'll have a whole new set of weekly deal drops. We just launched this one last night with Lynn and Paul. So it's only had one airing, so I have all styles, all tones still available right now. Whether you're going with the silver tone, the gold tone, the high polish, the snake, the panther, it's in a C hoop, and it's kind of what you're looking there. It's called puffed luxe. Explain that also versus like a different kind of a hoop, Paul, because I kind of like that it has that little bit of a dramatic hoop to it.
It's a really, what should I say? It's a really on-trend thing we're seeing right now, where the jewelry is sort of puffed out and it has more presence, more three-dimensional. And if you think about all the designer stuff you're reading, in your home, in your clothes, in your jewelry, everywhere they're saying texture, 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 bring texture. So puffing it brings up that texture, and then we do those gorgeous textures on the edge there on the high polish. Here's the thing. When gold and bronze are in their melted form, they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it's only when they cool that bronze does something even better than gold. Bronze expands into the mold and takes on crisper, better detail. That's why sculptors work with bronze. And bronze is a forever metal, it's defined an entire age, 6,000 years ago. And it still is. And that's why I love working in it, because this could be the last pair of hoops you ever buy. You could wear these on vacation and your honeymoon and to the beach and to the pool, and don't worry about them.
Yeah.
They are fabulous, and they're gonna look this way for as long as you have them or until your daughter takes them, because that happens all the time.
That's why you should buy two.
Yeah, maybe get her a pair.
So it's 1 inch in the length. We're saying about 5/8 in the diameter. So again, it's not overwhelming, but it's also not like a hugger hoop as well, right?
Oh, no, it's a perfect Goldilocks size.
Goldilocks, I would say.
And by the way, guys, if I dare say this, I read an article recently, and I'm seeing it more and more. They're saying that one of the ways that we show our age the most is our ears. And it's part of us that just keeps growing. I don't know if you know that.
Like our ears keep getting
and
bigger?
nose, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger. And of course, lots of us, have worn earrings that were too heavy, or one of the kids grabbed it and we have a stretched out piercing. So you want a lightweight earring, you want comfort, and that's what we bring you. We should actually almost say that this is a ear lift in an earring. You'll put them in and your ears will go, oh, and you'll look in the mirror and be like, wow. I look great.
Because also, I think a hoop is very I'll buy it today, but 50 years from now, if I put that hoop back on, it's still valid, right? Everyone's not gonna be like, oh, did you buy that back in 2025?
We've been rocking hoops for 6,000 years.
Yes.
And it's the oldest piece of jewelry mentioned in the Bible.
That's all I own. I don't own any other kind of earring. I don't really do studs or dangle hoops. I was like, it goes with everything. It goes with jeans. It goes with dresses. It goes whether I'm traveling or anything. But I don't think I've ever seen us do this kind of a texture. Panther was the first one you were looking at. That's what we call snake. I keep having to touch it because it's just so interesting, that snake design. Silver tone, gold tone. But what myself and Andressa are wearing, that's by far the most popular. What was most popular last night with you and Lynn? The high polish?
Yesterday it was the Panther that was the most
the Panther.
popular.
Now it's the high polished that everybody's gravitating towards. And we said $80 retail. It's
such a classic earring. It's such a fabulous high-end luxe designer look. If you bought these in gold at some designer place, in New York or Paris or something, you'd pay thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And they look the same. They feel the same. You'll walk into your local jeweler and your jeweler will say, oh, I love your gold earrings. Don't even tell them. Don't even tell them. Although I actually enjoy when people say, how much was that? And people do say that to me, and I'll tell them, $49, and they're like, what?
No, listen, because Paul's got a range. He's got a range for sure. These are, I really like these.
Yeah.
I think I like the high polish because it's not just the high polish. It's got the little texture on the sides of it.
And that's the Italians at work with their design. They always are like, what can I put in this to make it extra special? And they'll say.
Did you just get an accent?
Because they always say the same thing. I made it with a twist. They said.
Twist.
Like the Beverly Hills Cop, remember when he made the espresso and he said,
oh,
With lemon with a twist.
The twist.
Twist.
You should hang
They
out.
actually do that.
When you listen, he's always like, I just got back from Italy. I'm like, I need to live a Paul Woods life. He's a jet setter, and he looks fantastic.
Oh, you're too kind. And thank you for getting your earrings. I appreciate it.
Can I get you really quick,
Yeah.
since we're talking about earrings, to talk about the 3-pack of the clutch back earring backs?
Yes, yes.